Thank you, Pastor Eric, for that good introduction. But when I listened this morning, the introduction of this session, and what Pastor Eric taught us, and even Brother Scott, I was wondering what I'm going to say again. But I'm here, and I'm glad that these ideas are moving into Christians, even though they are moving slowly, but they are moving. And at the end, God will be glorified. Amen? Amen. My story. I was born in Congo, raised up in Congo, and come to America, a big guy. I was already a big guy. And I didn't come as a refugee. I came for a training because back home I was pastoring a church. I was a pastor. But on my way, a war broke out in my hometown. I didn't care that much. I thought maybe it's gonna be something that's gonna take a few weeks. But while I was in the US, listening to the radio, reading newspapers, the rebellion kept going on until my visa was about to expire. So I didn't have any other choice except to seek for asylum. So I sought the asylum, I got it after a while, and after getting that, I started thinking how my family also could join me, because my family back home was also in danger. And they fled the country. They went to Tanzania to get a refugee. And we were separated for 4 years. I could not talk to them that much as we can do today, because cell phone at that time was not as popular as it is today. Today, everyone, in every home, we have a cell phone. He was talking about the silicons. The silicons that you use in your cell phone comes from my country. So, to talk to my family, I had to make an appointment. Someone who has a phone, so I can say, this day, go to this person, at this time, I'm gonna talk to you. And after that, I will go like 1 month without talking to them again. So it was very painful to me that time. Brief, when I was here, I lost many things back home. I lost friends, community. Even in my family, I could not talk to them that much. So I missed a lot. And I was wondering, where am I gonna get these things again? Where to go? And the only place that I could get those things was the church. So I found a church, Bethlehem Baptist Church. I was going there. I started finding a new community of people who could come around me, talk to me, be interested with my life, because I had to start everything at the scratch. And some people, very compassionate, even they gave me a car. And I started to work. But there is something very important that I wish that could be asked to me. They didn't get really into my life. I was at small groups, but they didn't ask me some question that I felt was very important, like, what is your skill? Like, what is your dream? I mean, and all this was said this morning here. And this is the piece which is missing. What are you good at? Because these questions help someone to get into the life of someone else. And these questions were absent. But the people were so nice. Really, I confess it biblically. So nice to me. They give me money. They give me everything. Even some gave me money to send back to my family back home. I mean, in Tanzania refugee camp. I could talk to them. But questions like this were not asked. And I felt that this is something what is missing. Another thing is I didn't have people to tell me how to flourish in this country. How to flourish in this country. Because when a refugee comes or an immigrant comes, they have lost everything, as I said it before. They need to restart their life here. Not only for themselves, but also to participate into the life of American people. So they need to be taught how they can do that and why. But no one has asked me those questions. And I wish today that this could be asked to me and give me the chance to tell them who I am. At Bethlehem, as I said, before coming here, I was pastoring a church at university. I was a chaplain at university. I've been with the Pastor Eric almost 2 times, and he saw the church. And at Bethlehem, for them to discover that I was a minister in the church, it took a long time, 10 years, something like 10 years. And I could not present myself that, hey, I'm pastor. I mean, in my culture, I cannot do that. It's a cultural thing. Lifting myself up. I can do this. No, I cannot do that. So, because of that, I was just kind of ignored as a pastor, as a minister. So, I have that spiritual asset that I can bring into the church, but no one could discover it because there was no question about it. And this is what I'm saying, that if we want to welcome refugees or immigrants, we need to make a commitment. And this I'm talking to volunteers, even to the ministry itself. We have to make a commitment, and this commitment is not something like 1 year, 2 years. It's a long, long commitment. It may take you even 10 years. I've been at Bethlehem as a member of the church almost 12 years. So living with people there, and I have friends and all this. So if we accept this role, to play this role, we need to make a serious commitment that we will be with this person, we will get into his life, we will see what we can do so that he can be transformed and even compete on the market, job market, so that at the end of it, God can be glorified. I said it before, it's not just having a place in the US, but where we come from, people also need our help. And this is a way you can bridge also to that country through your immigrant people. Like myself, this week, it was on Tuesday, I think, at night, it was around 2-3 a.m. My cell phone started ringing. One time, I ignored. Second time, until 8th time. And I could not pick up the phone because I knew that is about money, about asking money. And in the morning, when I woke up, I looked at the numbers of the calls. It was 8 times the same person calling me, 8 times at night. He was just looking for money. So, not only we need to help here, to work to be integrated in this community, but also back home. And to do this, we need to have people to help us how we can have a root in this country, how we can have good jobs. He said it, Pastor Eric said it. Most of the time, they are not good jobs that we have. And because of this, under this pressure, you have to send money back home. You have to pay your bills here. You feel like you are poor all the time. You don't have anything. You are poor. But if you have some money, a good job, you can know how to stand in this pressure. So please, the church, if you want to help the people, try to look into all those aspects. Spiritual aspect, ask a question. Do you believe? See the person, help him, so that he can grow spiritually. As I was at the Bethlehem Baptist Church, I was part of a small groups. Even I came to lead small groups at Bethlehem Baptist Church. I was also growing, listening to others, even though I was a pastor back home. So, and you can help people to integrate those small groups so that they can grow. Coming on Sunday at the church, it doesn't help that much spiritually unless you make your own efforts to study the Bible by your own. But the small groups, there is a way that you can grow. You can make a relationship with the people. But Sundays, a big church, you don't have a relationship. It's hi, how you doing? Oh, see you soon, and that's it. That's it. But in a small group, you can talk to people, you can build a relationship, and they grow spiritually. So we needed to grow, to participate into the church, and materially also we need to have good jobs and have people who can help us to realize our dreams. Because dreams, we do have them. We do have them. But we need people to help us how we can fulfill those dreams. So this is what I had to share with you this morning, saying that helping refugees, helping immigrants, it's a commitment. Because all those people, even asylum seekers, all of them, they share the same problem. They have lost everything. Pastor Eric was saying about being in the refugee camp. 7 years, 10 years. I know a family that I'm helping right now. They did 20 years in a refugee camp. So it's tough. And all that time, you lose almost everything. So my conclusion is, if you want to help, please help in those all aspects, spiritual and material aspect, and help people to realize their dreams and to know that it's a long, long, long commitment. Volunteers, if you want to volunteer, it's a long commitment. Thank you. That's what I wanted to tell you.